team.
Well, they didn't defend those shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and thumping and bumping, things only got worse.
Here's Gallinari. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And it's wide in for the Pistons. Out here a while back, had to fight to get his shot, but he impressed the team enough to get another 10-day contract.
Well, you know, you have to take it a step at a time if you're in his situation. And as much as he'd like to start celebrating, he needs to keep his focus and continue to find ways to help this team out.
Reggie Jackson.
Detroit with the ball. It's a three-point game. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Prince, the pass to Jackson. The dish to White. 5 on the clock. Back to Jackson. Takes a three. And it's Denver with the rebound. And Foy with the clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
I like the fact he had his head up immediately looking to make the dish down the floor. Get rid of it quickly. Well, you talk about effort and energy being a skill. Some people talk about those things as skills. And Kenneth Faried is a 10 out of 10 in that category. A 6'7" power forward. His athleticism and relentless motor allow him to play much bigger than that.
And Lawson with the drive. Goes back up. Here's Faried. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Faried's got his first 2 points. So for the Pistons, their last game a loss to Indiana.
And Kevin, they were able to keep that game relatively close, but you could tell things were not clicking for them.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, it could have been worse. Oh, look out, man!
Really shaking.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
White drives in, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And that one falls for White.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a so-called superstar.
Sean Williams checks in for Detroit. Butler comes in for Tayshaun Prince. Big group substitution here for Denver. Laverne, he's checked in for Kenneth Faried. Barton comes in for Gallinari. Harris is checked in for Randy Foy. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. At that point, Denver has done well without what most would call a superstar, but obviously that takes its toll come playoff time.
It really does. I mean, you need somebody that you can really rely on as your go-to guy, the one who gets it done for you in the clutch. And they haven't quite established that player, and yet they're still competitive.
And the kid picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
26 seconds left in the first quarter. Hickson dishes to Harris. Back to Hickson. Out to Nelson. 11 feet away, and it's Denver scoring again.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
First personal foul, team's third.
Pistons have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Well, the season numbers for this club are really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And for the Pistons, Greg Monroe. He's checked in for Drummond. Prince comes in for Caron Butler. Jackson, he's checked in for Meeks. And it's White in for Brandon Jennings. So on the floor for Denver, Gallo and Faried at the forwards. Foyle is out there with Lawson, and it's Hickson in at the 5 spot.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the boards.
Here's Fareed. Detroit with the rebound. Monroe's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Prince with it. Now Lawson defending. White, good.
Assist from
The Nuggets trail by 6.
Prince.
Lawson kicks to Fareed. 1:21 left in the second quarter. Back to Lawson. He dishes it to Gallinari. Clock at 6. Denver needs to get off his shot. That one wide left. Pistons leading by 6. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
So we got a moment now to check out the story on Reggie Jackson. Now, the last month of basketball was for him. He's averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. I'm sure he's happy with the way things have been going. Those are some nice, steady numbers.
Well, how could he be unhappy about him, Steve? I mean, he'd probably like to see just a little more of an uptick in him, just the same, but nothing to not be content about there.
And it's good. Off through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Denver foul. Randy Foy. First personal foul, team's 5th.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Jackson.
Well, you look at the numbers on the season, he's shooting 86% from the free throw line.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And he gets it to go. Gallinari's got 11.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
White drives in. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. White's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pistons. 20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The pass to Gallinari. And stolen by Prince. And now the Pistons fast break. Prince has got the ball. And again the basket from White. And now an 11-point Piston lead. Up in time. Prince's shot is off. And we finished one half of basketball. Pistons ahead. They lead by 11. Time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
Okay, eyes up front, guys. Our fans are really liking what we've done so far, and so am I. Let's go through some things. We got a spectacular boost from the guys coming off the bench, and that's huge because it should leave us with nothing but fresh legs as we get deep.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but Sean Williams checks in for Detroit. Jody Meeks comes in for Tayshaun Prince. A different look for Denver. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Williams is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Jameer Nelson. A different look here for Detroit. Butler comes in for Caldwell Pope, and it's White for Brandon Jennings.
Over the last few weeks, let's see how the Nuggets have performed. And they're in the bottom third as far as fewest turnovers per game. They've got to really do a better job of having everybody concentrate on taking care of the ball.
Outside, White. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. And it's Butler missing. The Nuggets trail by 8. Wilson Chandler, a versatile forward, Steve, in his 7th season out of DePaul.
I like him, Kevin. I mean, he's strong enough to play inside, quick enough to guard on the perimeter, and then he's got that three-point range on his shot. So, very versatile player.
Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. In the third spot, the Pistons.
That's been an amazing season for them from behind the arc. They've got some great shooters on that team.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. No good. And Detroit the other way now. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Chicago. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Pistons just need to take it a game at a time.
Well, you know, I think for Detroit, they just haven't shown the kind of toughness and resilience I expected to see from them this year. Whenever they face some adversity, they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams, Clark. There's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team.
Denver shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. .35 seconds left in the third. The drive by Jackson. Misses from short range. The Nuggets trail by 5. Harris inside. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Laverne, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Laverne's got 8 here in the quarter.
Sloppy defense there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Well, when he does, that's an automatic bucket.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And here's Nelson, averaging 6 points per contest. Hickson sets the screen for Nelson. And there's the feed to Hickson. The runner can't get it to go. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Pistons lead by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second. We'll look here for the Pistons. Sean Williams checks in for Andre Drummond. Martin comes in for Tayshaun Prince. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And it's White in for Brandon Jennings. Big group substitution here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Kenneth Faried. Martin comes in for Gallinari. Harris is checked in for Randy Ford. And Nelson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Will Barton. Jameer Nelson is out there with Harris. And there's Hickson. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Here's White. Detroit, no good that time either. The Nuggets shooting here about 46% for the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harris, out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Barton. And the rebound goes to Martin.
That's what they call the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish.
Outside, White. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that'll wrap it up. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, and thanks for tuning in.
Head up, dog. We won, remember?
Oh, thanks to me?
More like in spite of you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Means you couldn't hit water falling out of freaking boat tonight. Relax, man. Everyone in this league has an off night. Can't let it get you. Question is, what are you going to do about it? Work harder or pout like a punk? Pointing fingers?
I'm gonna work harder. Shoot, I'm gonna be a half hour early to the next shoot around, man.
That's it. Now let's go celebrate tonight's win.
All right.